Enter 2014. My plan for this year is to make you guys up a recipe book. And so I am in my kitchen, and my first recipe for you today will be pasta. Happy face pasta. And this is the kind of stuff that you can use in your chicken soup this time of year. Real easy to make your own noodles. So here's what we do. We need all this stuff. We need flour, and since you're making your own, I would highly recommend getting a nice, fresh, ground, whole grain flour to use, along with some regular unbleached, of course, flour. The less processed, the better. And rolling pin. This is solid granite, and the handle is missing because it was just too heavy for the handle. So using something like this, I'm going to give you a caution. Be careful, do not drop this on your foot. Okay, we need garlic. Just because it's going in chicken soup, and we can add things like that if we want to, or onions, or like dried vegetables, if you want to use little dried vegetables. And what I have here is some, thanks. So what I have is some dried herbs, and this in particular would be thyme and some celery leaf and basil, and these are all things I grew myself. And actually, to give it a little bit of extra oomph, what I did was I put it into my smoker, which is when I was barbecuing some things, put a rack out and dried the herbs in there, so it has kind of a smoky, nice smell good. And I guess that's about, I don't know, 3 teaspoons full. You'll need an egg, large egg. For the smiley faces, we're going to use a potato. So this particular potato I thought was really cool because it has a handle on it, and it'll make a nice stamp. And I'll show you how to do that later. Need a little bit of oil, and I'm going to add some pepper and salt. So first of all, I'll need 1 1/3 cups of flour, ½ teaspoon salt, this calls for 2 eggs, but I'm using 1 because these are very large. There we go. And with all that stuff, put the herbs in, pepper, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I'm putting in my garlic. If you want, you can use onions instead. So, get this stuff out of the way in the fridge. Okay, so like I said, I picked this potato because it has kind of a handle so that when I stamp it, it's gonna work pretty slick, I think. Now to make this happy face, what you're going to want to do is cut into the potato. And make a raised edge. I'm using a spoon and a knife. I think will work the best. And you want to leave this mouth part, the smile part of it, higher on the potato, and the eyes. Need a couple big eyes here. And then we're going to cut away the background. And I gotta say that, you know, I've got like well, okay, hi, I'm back, and I have my potato ready to go for you guys, and we can start carving and making the final part of our smiley face egg noodles. I had to reformat the drive, you know, and there's always something, Jane. But anyway, I took a bit of if you need to, you can kind of draw your smiley face on here, and as you see, we have the smile down at the bottom, and we have a couple eyes that are very, very faint, but those are the parts that we will leave raised. Will be this smile here and the two eyes, and the other parts of the potato will be cut down into, and I would recommend so that little kids can use this and do this. I recommend using a spoon, okay? A steel spoon, not a plastic spoon. And if you're more advanced with carving techniques, then go ahead and use like a knife or your carving tools. And you want to cut down, probably about 1/4 inch into the potato onto all the parts. except for the mouth and eyes. And since this takes a little while to do, I might actually in the final video just fast forward through it. And again, might not. Okay, I want to show you the progress here. The two eyes are sticking up. Still got to carve out the mouth. Oh. I never said that it would be all nice and neat. And, you know, you need to make a mess if you're going to do an art project, and you might get some potato schmutz on yourself, but that's okay. As long as you're accomplishing something. And to make smiley face egg noodles, that's quite an accomplishment. You're getting your nutrition for the day, you're getting your happiness. You can make other people happy. Put it in your soup, and you have smiley faces floating in your soup now. So here we go. Here is Mr. Smiley Face. And this will be used as the stamp on the cutouts that we made with the flour, which actually, since it got delayed, I'm just going to do another overview of this process. And what you want to do is get the dough, the saved little dough. We get that dough nice and flat, less than 1/8 of an inch thick, and roll it, baby. Now the thinner you get these noodles, the quicker they'll cook. But I found that, you know, usually with these noodles they take about 20 minutes to cook. So this is not one of those instant gratification. I don't normally do. Try to do things from scratch most of the time, just because that way I keep learning. And here's our glass. So we needed our glass cutouts. Or a cookie cutter to cut circle shapes, which will be 2.5 inches across, I guess. 2 inches, good. I have enough for 4 smiley faces. So here are the flour cutouts, and take the smile and stamp it down into there, right in the middle. And let's see if we can get the shadows right. You see that? Mr. Smiley Face. Okay. So these are going to go into the soup and boil for 20 minutes. Next project that I have, I think that I'll do cream of cream of anything soup where you can add like you know, your own dried mushrooms or vegetables or herbs or cheese powder, you know, whatever, to make your cream of soups, since we're on the subject of soups, okay? And of course it's this